And I'm pleased to be joined on this week's show by a Councilman at Large and a principal in our city, Councilman at Large Frank Cuesta. Councilman, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mayor. Great to be here with you.
And you ready for the Easter celebration with your family?
I'm ready for the Easter celebration.
You do any cooking?
Sometimes I do cooking, but this time I think my wife will take over.
Your wife's taking over.
Well,
so you're not one of these people that go out on Easter.
We usually stay home on Easter.
Okay, good. Boys are all set?
Boys are all set, and my daughter's happy in Florida, so the family's ready for the celebration.
Good. You're just about ready to complete a second term as Councilman at Large, and I'm just curious. You've been involved in local politics for a long time now, going back to the 1980s when you were committee man and representing districts in the first ward.
Correct.
And sought city office. And so what's your experience has been like?
My experience has been great. I mean, being a member of city council is tremendous. One of the things that I enjoy the most is meeting people, not only during election time, but meeting people at community meetings and responding to needs from the community at the various clubs and organizations. And it's always exciting for me to be able to help many of our citizens.
Now, besides meeting people, I mean, you've had some best experiences. If you had to do a best category, what do you think some of those best experiences would be?
I would say working closely with the administration in helping people who unfortunately may be the victim of a fire or a situation where they become homeless and they need immediate support. And they reach out to me, and I have been able to help them. Again, working very closely with your administration, that has given me a lot of satisfaction.
No, so besides being on city council, I mean, you're a full-time principal in town, and that's got to demand most of your time. And you're over at the Hamilton School, correct?
I'm at Alexander Middle School this year, correct?
And how's that going?
It's going extremely well. I have a fabulous faculty. The students are really great also. I have approximately 720 students, grades 6th, 7th, and 8th. But I have an outstanding faculty, and we are making a lot of progress. It's a school that has been identified as a school in need of improvement, but I'm convinced that with the work that we have done this year, that we're moving in the right direction.
Well, anybody can turn a school around or get improvement, and it'll be you, because you have a great track record in doing it, so I'm sure you'll be able to do that.
Well, thank you, Mayor. I do. I have a track record at School 23 for many years, and then, as you know, at the Upper Academy last school year.
Yeah, so that's good. And as a principal in the middle school, we're hearing things that they're going to convert to K through 8. Is that going to affect your school as well?
That's definitely going to affect my school. I have been told that to expect a little bit over 600 students, K through 8th. And quite frankly, I'm excited about it because I have a lot of experience at the elementary level as well. So I'm really excited about the opportunity to work with the parents and the smallest children again. And I think it's going to benefit a school like Hamilton.
So the K through 8, you're going to go back to a regular school day as well?
We're going to go back to a regular school day the way I understand it.
Yeah, until 3 o'clock or something, right?
Correct.
The days are just, you know, I see kids getting on a bus at 6:45 in the morning and they're not getting home till 4:30. That's just too long a day for 3rd and 4th graders.
Mayor, I would agree. I think it's too long of a day. And I think that a regular school day, as long as we provide the services that they need and we have the excellent instruction that they need, I think that would suffice, because they also get homework. So I agree. I agree. It's kind of early to be getting on a bus at 7 o'clock in the morning and then arriving home.
And the district should save millions of dollars by doing this as well.
If they did that, they would save millions of dollars. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, so they should be able to save the taxpayers some money. Well, what insight does being a principal in Elizabeth give you as far as your work as a councilman in working with people?
Well, it allows me to hear the parents' concerns, not only from an educational point of view, but also from a societal point of view and what issues affect their daily lives. So it really enhances my position as a councilman, because I become very much aware of the needs of the community. And inevitably, when they come to see me to talk about their children, they have that opportunity to say, by the way, I'm concerned about this issue in the city or that issue, and I need your support. So I think it gives me that advantage. Because
you're in a unique position where you can talk to them about both issues, both within the city and within the school.
Absolutely. And the fact of the matter is that some of the issues are correlated, so it gives me that advantage.
Now, the other night you were leaving to go monitor a dance, correct, at the school?
Correct.
How'd that go?
The other night we had a 6th grade dance at Hamilton, and it was a fabulous event for the children. And actually several parents attended. And they complimented us on the kind of work that we're doing this year.
Yeah, the only way that works is if parents come to chaperone, correct?
Parents come to chaperone, and we have quite a few members of the staff and the administration who also stay behind.
Good, good. And So being a principal in Elizabeth gives you an insight as being the councilman, but also being a councilman is challenging. So what kind of aspects of being a councilman are challenging?
Now, being a councilman is very challenging, particularly in a city like Elizabeth, the fourth largest city in the state. And it's something that I usually refer to my children. I remind them that, that it's a great responsibility. It's a great challenge because even with all the opportunities that we offer, there are issues of concern, and you have to address those issues constantly, not just at city council meetings, but when your constituents call you at home or visit you, when you have small group meetings, that kind of thing. And the issues range, from the fact that they want their services to continue, to opportunities, whether it is for themselves or for their children. Often because I'm an educator, they come to see me in search of opportunities for the children within the city. And of course, as you know very well, because you have been responsible for this, the city of Elizabeth provides many services through the youth program that we offer in Elizabeth. And so that gives me a lot of satisfaction that I'm able to refer them to those services, because obviously I'm very familiar with them.
Yeah, one of the things you worked on through your years in a councilman was environmental and trying to make sure our city goes in the right direction. And recently we were recognized as 45 as one of the top 50 green cities in America.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I was thrilled when I learned about it. Clearly, it's a credit to your administration, your efforts, and the efforts of the people that you have hired. I was very excited about it because it demonstrates the fact that we care about the people and we also care about the environment. So I was very happy with the news.
And Councilman, sometimes teachers and principals can go through a whole career without really making a difference, or they just show up to work every day and nothing else happens. But you, on the other hand, have taken your role on the city council and as a teacher and a principal in this community, and you have started what's called Elizabeth Promise 2006.
Correct.
Which is really a scholarship program that you have really got off the ground and are doing well. Maybe you can talk to us about, first of all, your motivation and then why you got this going.
Well, it goes back to the early 80s when I was a teacher at Elizabeth High School that I realized there was a need to help students financially. So at that time, I created a small scholarship at that time. Last year, when I had the opportunity to work at Elizabeth High School again as an administrator at the upper and lower academies, it was a reminder to me of the great need that our children have to get not only moral support, but financial support in order to go to college. So I talked to a few friends, a few educators in the district, and we created Elizabeth's Promise 2006 with the idea of raising funds to support those students from Elizabeth who are doing well academically and who want to go to school and pursue an education, higher education. And I'm thrilled about it. It's one of the best things that I have been involved with. And by the way, I need to point out that it involves friends from the community, but it involves my family, as my wife is a key member of the committee.